Good evening, everyone. Hello, Austin. Hello, Texas Homegrown Girl. Hello, Mike. Hello, Judy. Hello, Tony. Anyone else? Hello, Pink Sparkle. Hello, Sue. Yeah, I fooled you tonight, Tony. I started a minute early. Yeah, I was watching Brian, Vineyard Farmhouse. Hello, Emily. Look at what I finally got. I got my shirt that I wanted to wear on Sunday. I ordered it from Sticker Mule. They had a special on them, $14. So I ordered one. The problem with Sticker Mule is their shipping is horrible. They ship it, can't remember what it's called, but it starts out UPS, and then UPS transfers it to the Postal Service. Well, it took 10 days to get here from New York. It would have only been 6 days, but because it starts out with UPS, you have to have a street address on it. Well, my mail comes to a P.O. box, so that doesn't work out too well. My street address is in Gravely. My P.O. box is in Waldron. So, because of the street address, came into the Gravely post office last Thursday. Then, of course, they forwarded it. So that wasn't a problem. But it didn't get to Waldron until Monday. I don't know why to get 35 miles, it's got to take 4 days, but that's the way the Postal Service works. So, needless to say, I didn't have my green shirt for St. Patrick's Day. Hello, Dennis Bigfoot. Who else did I miss here? Hello, Maritza Yarn and Crafts. I'll say hello again to you, Austin, because I'm not sure if you were in here right at the very beginning. You first commented a while ago. Hello, J&B. Thank you. Yeah, I've got 3 of these shirts now. I have a gray one, a black one, now a green one. Each time I ordered them was when they had their sale for $14, and that includes shipping. So I didn't figure that was a bad deal. The first one, I wasn't too impressed with the quality, but I decided I was going to try it again because it had a seam that had about an inch or so ripped out in the side of it, and also around the edge here, right around the edge where the black border is, It was not really peeling, but it had some cracks in it. I decided to try it again. My next one I was a lot happier with. And this one, it's beautiful. I can't find any flaws with this at all. It's just, they're shipping. I tried putting this design on Bonfire, but it's not coming out right. It's when I try to upload it, it's coming out as a big white box with this logo in the middle. And I have to figure out how I can get rid of that white square around the outside. Because it's actually the same file that I uploaded to Sticker Mule. But for some reason on Bonfire, it's putting a white square around it. Oh, Judy, I know what you're talking about there, as I was just saying. And actually, the Postal Service was actually doing a little bit better for a while there. Because at one point last fall, and this was long before the Christmas rush, this was September, October, the first class mail seemed to be coming through no problem. Letters were coming through. But any package was taking 3 days to get to Little Rock to Gravely. And I have no idea why it should take 3 days for a package to go 100 miles. That sounds good, Tony. Thank you, Judy. And another thing I've noticed, since I'm at P.O. Box in Waldron now, I can get informed deliveries on everything. Because here in Gravely, they don't offer it on letters. Only packages with tracking numbers. Well, anything like the bulk mailings that the Postal Service does, one of them was how to handle hazmat when you're sending it through the mail. And another one was something to do with what services are available through the Postal Service or something like that. I forgot what it was now. Those I'm not getting. It's been indicated on informed delivery that I'm supposed to get it, and I'm not getting them. But it seems like any other mail I am getting. But I'm glad they have tracking for packages. 99% of the packages have a tracking number, so at least there's something that they can track down there when something goes wrong. Hello, TNT Adventures. Hello, Josh. Hello, Ark Wildman. Yes, Canva is what I use for my designs. I got to do a little more experimenting with that, but it's hard with this old laptop to do anything on there. But I got to do a little more experimenting and see if I can figure out what's wrong. Hello, Barbara. Now, Earl being pretty calm. He hasn't moved since we started, so I think he'll be okay. Yeah, and speaking of Earl, he's still not fully healed from the attack, but he's getting better. He's still hobbling around a little bit, but he's trying to get out of... That's enough. Stay down there. Yeah, Earl's trying to get out of his dog crate now. So I guess that's a good sign that he wants to move around a little bit more. But I can't let him out with the younger cockroach, because I'm afraid they'll just attack him again. So, Arkwell Man, you know that from experience? Is that for a bigger P.O. box, Judy? Because for the small one, it would be 58 here. And I know when I was in New York, I had the medium-sized box. Well, maybe the second from the smallest. I guess there was actually two bigger than that. But I had the second from smallest, and that was less than 100 a year. Because I know even with my key deposit, it only came to $90-some. So the rental must have been 80-something. Well, maybe I'll be in better shape by May, so I can attend that, Arkwild Man. I started physical therapy on Monday. They did an evaluation on me, and they're going to start working on my hip. He said my right hip is very, very weak. He said he's got to get that strengthened up before I can start working with my back. And also, don't know what it's called, but they put pads all over my leg and back and stuff, and then turn the electricity up. And it actually felt good. But she's telling me, well, I'm going to start low, and then I'm going to keep increasing this. And then when it gets so uncomfortable you can't stand it, let me know, and I'll go back one notch on it. Well, it actually wasn't bad at all. That actually felt pretty good. And then after that, they did some dry needling. And that's just stick needles in. I guess it's a more modern version of acupuncture. And actually, for the rest of the day, Monday, I did feel quite a bit better. And then yesterday, not quite as much. And today, it's back like it was. I go back again Friday. I'm going to be going twice a week for the next 8 weeks. So, hopefully the more visits I get in there, the better that's going to work out, and then it'll last more than just a day or two. Okay, TNT Adventures, I'll give that a shot. I can't remember if I clicked that or not. Almost seems like when I click transparent background, it took the yellow out. But I have to go back and give that a shot, see what I can figure out with that. Hello, Texas Homegrown Girl. Oh, Emily, you must be talking about when the cats were raising heck. Yeah, had 3 cats up there near my laptop. And Superman and Fluffy were raising heck and kind of pushed off Batman. And then Batman pushed Superman off because he almost got pushed off. So that's what ended up happening. But they're all settled down now. Hello, Rachel. Hello, C. Rainicki, is that? Hope I pronounced that right. I don't know when the move's going to be, but it should be relatively soon. I know Drew had to get some work done. He had to get the ground leveled out and stuff, where Jeff's going to put his chicken coops in his fences. And then the pipes have to be hooked up underneath his house to hook into the septic system. And I think that's about the biggest things that need to be done. And then he should be ready to move soon after that's done. And as soon as Jeff gets moved, then the floor needs to be fixed in the house, which isn't supposed to be a real time-consuming thing. It's supposed to just take a few days, I guess. And then after that, it's just a matter of me getting my fences up and getting stuff moved over there. So hopefully not too much longer. Yes, I actually do have an area that I'm going to fix up for Earl. So he'll have a little more room in there. And then as soon as I get the enclosed run and can get the younger ones enclosed in there, then I think I can let Earl out. I think he's walking good enough now because it's going to be a few days before I get this done. But I think he'll be good enough by then that if he doesn't have anyone attacking him, that he'll be fine being in there with his hens. Hello, back-breaking metal detecting. Well, it's hard to believe the difference in those P.O. boxes between here and there. I knew they varied some, but that's a heck of a difference. But thank you, Judy. That very well could be. It could be electroshock therapy. Hopefully it's not a TENS unit. Because if you've got metal in your body, you're not supposed to use a TENS unit. From what I have read. Yes, Jane B. I went twice a week for a year and a half in New York. And this therapist said I won't be going there for a year and a half. He thinks they can make some good progress in 8 weeks. But the thing is, once it's done, I don't know how long it'll last is the thing. Or maybe they can actually make a difference and it will last a while. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Hello, Joe. You gonna help Jeff move, Judy? Hello, Peg. I'm not really sure, Judy. Um, there's gonna be stuff I'm gonna need. I just know there is. But I'm just not sure at this point exactly what I'm gonna need. Yeah, whatever that machine was, it didn't seem to hurt me. But from what I've read about TENS unit is it's not supposed to be used if you've got metal in your body. And he knows that I've got metal in my body. I'll have to ask him on Friday what that is. Yeah, I'll be able to figure that out, J and B. I'll I'll lay across the bed somehow and I'll be able to get that. Hello, Wanda. Jeff has a recliner that he's going to leave there. And also, I have a recliner that Mike brought. So I have two recliners. And I'm sure I'll be able to manage that queen size bed. If I can't, then I'll have to make other plans. But I think I can figure that out. Well, my week's been very busy so far. Monday, I went to get my propane tanks filled. Took a shower while I was there. Then I went to physical therapy. So that took a good portion of the day on Monday. So I was actually at physical therapy for, I think it was almost 2 hours. By the time they did the evaluation and then everything that he wanted to do. So that took a good portion of Monday. Then yesterday, I had to take Oreo to the doctor. He's been thrown up lately. So I wanted to have him checked out to see if there was something wrong with him. And it turns out he's got an infection in the back of his throat. And she said that was irritating his throat. So that's why he was throwing up. So he got a antibiotic shot and a steroid shot. And that's supposed to take care of that. So hopefully it does. He seems to be acting better today than he has been. So, not that he's really been acting sick, but he just seems more playful now. More active, not laying around as much. So, I think he is feeling better. Then tomorrow, I have to go to Fort Smith to get my windshield replaced. I have no idea how long I'm going to be there. Originally, they were saying plan on 3 hours. And then today, they texted me a link of a short video of what to expect. And they're saying plan on 60 to 90 minutes, which sounds more reasonable to me. But anyways, while I'm up there, I'm going to go to Aldi's. That's only 4 miles from Safe Light, so I figure might as well go to Aldi's. And then I'll probably call it a day and come home after that. Not a big fan of the cities. Small city like Waldron, I don't mind. But you take a bigger city like Fort Smith, it's not my favorite place to hang out. I'm not exactly sure what the bed looks like, Joe, because there was so much stuff unloaded that day and everything was getting put into the shed. I didn't really have a chance to see everything. Hello, Bill. Yeah, that's what I was saying there. Once I can get moved in and see what I've got and everything, I have a lot better idea of what I need. Maybe I will need to add a bed rail. I know in the bathroom, I'm probably going to be putting some, I don't know what they call, I call them handicap rails. I don't know if that's the proper term or not. I'm probably going to be adding some of them in there. Hi, Domino. I guess Domino wants to say hi. Well, thank you for comments about Oreo. The vet said it was good that I caught it early. So, hopefully the 2 shots he got yesterday is going to take care of that. Because I waited a while before I called for the appointment because he wasn't really acting sick. But I just kind of thought there was something wrong. So I wanted to get him in there, and I'm glad I did. Because it wasn't a bad infection, which if it had gone longer, it probably would have been. Oh no, Bill. Oh, I see him now. Hope he doesn't attack me. Yeah, I don't know if you know Bill, but that's Earl. He's my Barred Rock rooster that I've had for almost 3 years now. Well, thank you, Texas Homegrown Girl. Yeah, he might be eyeballing me, but he hasn't moved since I started, so that's why I'm going to get scared if he starts making an aggressive move towards me. Well, here's Superman laying next to me, but I don't really want to pick him up right now because he's laying here behaving. Not that he really misbehaved, but he can get a little rambunctious at times. Yep, I think that's right, Josh. He would attack me, but he's too chicken. And what else do I have to say? Hello, Lucy. Yeah, I know, Josh. If you know what you got any questions for me, go ahead and ask them. Because I can't think of what else I need to say tonight. Yes, Wanda. It will be nice. Cats will have more room. I'll have more room. Although, I don't know if the cats are going to take advantage of more room or not. They occasionally go up in the loft of the camper. But since I'm not up there, they spend most of their time right down here with me. But if I do have to go up there for something, they all follow me up there. Yep, Wanda, I'll be able to make big meals then. I did make corned beef and cabbage dinner on Sunday. I pretty much got that finished up now. I guess I have some carrots left. But corned beef is gone, and cabbage and potatoes are gone. But that was kind of a pain. And then I had to take it out to the big refrigerator in the barn when I was done with it. And then the last few days I've had to go out there to dish it out, bring it back in, throw it in the microwave. But it'd be a lot better once I get moved because I have room for everything. I won't have to take my electric fry pan, sit it on the floor to have room enough for my crock pot. Yeah, a few minutes here. I'm going to go make another cup of coffee. I like my coffee. Yeah, I think the cats are really going to like the porch. And I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. I just need to get that measured once I can get there. Get that measured so I know what size hardware cloth to buy. And I don't think that's going to take long to do. Yep, that's right, Joe. Cats do like to explore. They like well-known territory. They like to be with me. That's why when I go up in the loft, they all follow me up there. But I'm down here in the main part of the camper most of the time. Dixie does go up in the loft and lay up there. She's not up there all the time, but she does spend a good amount of time up there. But usually the other cats stay right down here where I am. Okay, Wanda. That sounds good. You can always use some good recipes. Yep, I'm sure they will, Tony. Okay, TNT Adventures, have a good night. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Lucy. Oh, that happens, Peg. I know what you mean there. Yeah, I almost missed out on my corned beef this year because I never thought to buy it. I just happened to be in the grocery store on Saturday and saw it. And I remembered. Yeah, that's right. I didn't buy any yet. I better get some. Yes. I think that kitchen will be great, J&B. And a table is one thing that I wanted, and that is one thing that Mike had. She brought me a kitchen table and chairs. Oh, yeah, I know, Emily. I know the area where I used to live in New York. Now, not really a lot of snow. They got a decent amount of snow. I know they were saying at one time 9 inches and it was still snowing. Well, Josh, I'll tell you. My favorite brand of coffee is whatever's in the coffee pot at the time. I don't really have a real strong preference on coffee, but I kind of lean towards Maxwell House, but I do drink other coffee too. And lately I've been drinking a lot of instant coffee. I just finished a big jar of the Walmart brand instant coffee. Had it figured out how much to put in, everything. Made a perfect cup of coffee. Well, I was getting low on it. Sure as heck wasn't going to go to Walmart just to get a jar of coffee, considering the closest Walmart is probably, I don't know what it is. It's got to be, I would say, at least 50 miles to the closest Walmart. So, picked up a jar of Harps. It was best choice. Well, scooped it out the same way I was with that Walmart coffee. Well, that first cup I had wasn't the greatest. Cut back a little bit on the coffee, next cup. A little bit better. Third cup, cut back a little bit more. Perfect. I got it taste just like the Walmart brand. But it's a little bit stronger coffee. So I just had to figure it out. Okay, Bill, not a problem. You have a good night. Oh, I'll get money from YouTube. I won't get it this month. That would be coming out tomorrow, but I didn't make the $100 last month. But I'm well over $100 now. So I'll be getting that on the 21st of April, unless it falls on a weekend. Okay, 21st is on a Sunday. So April 22nd is when I'll get my next money from YouTube. And that will include everything up until March 31st. Yes, Wanda, she sure is. Have a good night, J&B. Hello, Tales Told in the Dark. Yep. Whatever, gosh. I'll even drink McDonald's coffee if that's the only thing I get my hands on. Just to let you know, McDonald's coffee is not my favorite. But I had a cup the other day. I wanted a cup of coffee. I was going to McDonald's. So I stopped and got a cup of coffee there. I would have been better off stopping at a convenience store, but oh yeah, before YouTube will give you any money, you have to have $100. I don't know why, when everything's done electronically, it's not like in the olden days when they had to spend money to send a check out and pay the postage and everything. It's all done electronically, but you have to have a minimum of $100 before they'll send it. Now, Lucy, you asked me to repeat something. It was 2 minutes ago when you commented that. I can't remember what I was saying that you want me to repeat. I'm sorry about that. No, actually, Emily, I think McDonald's coffee is better now than it used to be. But I think one thing is I don't like my coffee real strong, and McDonald's coffee is pretty strong. So I think if you like strong coffee, then you probably would like it better than I do. But like I said, I'll still drink it. That's the only thing available. I will drink it. Yes, Judy. That is all nice stuff. Okay, good night, Josh. I know you gotta get some sleep so you can get out there and plant watermelons in the morning. So why don't you bring a watermelon to the meetup? I hope you know I'm kidding, Josh. I know there's no way you can have watermelons ready by May. Oh, okay, Lucy. Okay, Josh. I figured you knew. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee. Water's all hot, so I guess I have to put the coffee, sugar, and creamer in it. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. If anyone leaves, I'll know it. Teddy, let me know your buddy. Almost done. I'm on my way back, so quit talking about me. Okay, now I get to check to see what you guys are saying about me. This is the fun part. You got that right, Judy. Call before anything else. Okay, have a good night, Joe. So you saying good night, Peg, or you saying good night to someone else? If you're leaving, have a good night. Okay, Judy. Go to bed. Thanks for being here. And I see someone in here said good night to Tony, but I didn't see where Tony said good night. So I'll say good night, Tony. Here's Oreo. Hey, Oreo, look over here. Here's my big boy. Very good to the vet yesterday. There you go, bud. He likes to come over and lay next to me. He's not real big on being held. Never has been. But some of my cats want to be held, and other ones, they want to lay next to me, but they don't want to be held. Like Superman, he loves to be held. Ouch. Teddy, you hurt me. Okay, Lucy. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, I think last month, I think it was around $70 that I had. So I was lacking about $30. But February, the short month. I know everyone's tight on money this time of the year. Oh, that was Teddy that used me as a place to kick off when he was jumping up here. And he dug his claws into my leg. Oreo. Peg said hi to you. Yeah, my younger cats, I've got 4 of them that are less than a year old. They're pretty rambunctious still. Although they are calming down a lot from what they were. Like Dino, he was just an absolute monster a few months ago. And he's a lot calmer now. And Dino and Fluffy will be a year old April 7th. It's just $100 to get paid, Lucy. All of the ad revenue, memberships, super chats, that all is figured together there. And all of that there has to amount to $100. And the good thing about not making it last month is now when I get the money next month, it's going to be a little bit extra. Because there'll be everything for February and March. I hope that job works out for you, Emily. Yes, Peg, I love cats too. I just can't imagine being without cats. Yes, I'll get you a little bit there, Emily. Oh, not a problem, Lucy. Anytime you don't get any questions, go ahead and ask me, and if I know the answer, then I'll let you know. I don't know everything about YouTube. I don't think anyone does. But I swear, once they think someone's starting to figure stuff out, they'll change it. And Domino's back to see me again. Yeah, she just started this back tonight. The first time she's ever climbed up on my shoulder like this. She's about 3.5 months old. She's starting to really get independent now. Yeah, I know what you mean there, Rachel. That's for sure. As soon as I go to bed, my cats will calm down. Light goes out, they lay right down and go to sleep. Even though cats can see good in the dark. Oh, they decide to get up and go to the food dish, litter box, whatever. They can see to do that. No problem at all. They'll do that. But they know when the light goes out that it's time to go to bed. Oh, not a problem, Lucy. I know what you mean about eyesight. My eyesight's not what it used to be. But fortunately, I can see close up pretty good. But I can't see long distance now at all. For long distance, my left eye is 2200 and my right eye is 2060. If I'm trying to read something up close, my glasses help a little bit, but for the most part, I can see up close pretty good. And sometimes my cats actually settle down, and then I have to get them all off my bed when I want to go to bed. Then other times they'll just wait for me to go to bed. Yeah, I got my cats trained, so they're on my schedule. They prefer to get up a little earlier than I do in the morning, but so we work that out. I had a cat years ago that would play all night. Of course, stupid me, I got him those plastic balls with bells in them. And he had a squeaky toy. So after a few nights, I decided I was going to make him so tired that he was going to sleep the next night. So the next day, actually I had the next 2 days off from work, so I was able to do it. Every time I saw him sleeping during the day, I woke him up. And I didn't just wake him up. I'd actually make him get up on his feet so it really would interrupt the sleep. Well, you know what after doing that for 2 days straight? He started sleeping at night. Whoops. Well, I see what happened. Hit the button on the power strip that the light's plugged into. That's what made it flicker. And my father was legally blind for about the last 10 years of his life. He had macular degeneration. He could see, I don't know exactly what he was seeing, but he could tell the height of people. Like if someone walked in the front door, his recliner they always sat in wasn't far from the front door. Someone walked in the front door, he would know. Someone just opened the door and walked in, that there were very few people that it could be. But he would know by their height who it was. He would know if it was one of my brothers, and he would know which one it was. If it was my nephew, he would know that. Of course, someone came to the door, knocked on the door, then obviously that's something that someone that isn't there every day, and someone would have to tell him who that was. And he could tell if the sun was shining, or if it's cloudy, or if there's precipitation. He'd be able to tell that. Yeah, my cats are normally up when I get up. As soon as I get up, they're teasing for their food. Hello, Sassy777. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Wanda. That makes it rough. Whoops. That wasn't good. I'll get this taken care of here. Oh, I see what happened. That's what it was. I unplugged the extension cord. I have a new cord. I just don't have that ran out the window and plugged in so I can use it. The end on this one is a little bit loose. So sometimes I catch my foot in it and unplug it. Well, really running out of stuff to talk about now. Anyone want to help me out with some questions? Hello, Skip. And tomorrow I'm going to have to get up relatively early. I'm probably going to stop for breakfast on the way. And I got to be in Fort Smith by 10:50. My appointment to get my windshield replaced is 11 o'clock. And they said be there 10 minutes early to get checked in. So it's probably going to be kind of a long day tomorrow. No, I haven't heard anything from Jeff, Wanda. I see the dogs every day, Emily. They're on the same farm that I'm living at. In fact, I was outside this afternoon. They both came up to me, but the one, she came over and sat next to me, wanted to be petted. Yeah, they're good dogs. They're going to do a good job protecting my chickens. Well, there's a lot of stuff that I like for breakfast. I can't really narrow it down to one favorite breakfast. I do like scrambled eggs and home fries or hash browns, something like that, and bacon. And I like good sausage gravy, which it's been a long time since I've had any real good sausage gravy. I'm actually going to see if I can find a recipe and make my own. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, Skip. Yeah, if you're going to work at 2, that probably means you work until 10, 11 o'clock. So that's going to be a long day. No news on the disability, Wanda. Yeah, it's going to be a short night for you, isn't it, Peg? I like pancakes, but they're not one of my top favorites. Yeah, I do like waffles. Don't get waffles too often, but I do like waffles. Okay, you have a good night, Wanda. Yeah, there was a diner I used to go to back in New York that made the best sausage gravy that I've ever had. I wish I had that recipe. I've never had sausage gravy any better than that. I put, well, I call it butter, but I use the vegetable oil spread because it's easier to work with. It doesn't harden up like butter does. So I put that on my bagels, and then sometimes cream cheese. A lot of it would depend on the flavor of the bagel that I'm having. I was buying some flavored cream cheese at one point, but then I stopped doing that because I would end up with 3 or 4 cream cheese containers open, and then have to hurry up and get all that eaten up before it would start to harden up. So now pretty much, usually if I'm eating blueberry or cinnamon raisin, French toast, those I'll just put the butter on. But if I'm eating onion, which is a rarity because they're very hard to get around here, or everything, then usually I put butter and cream cheese on those. Onion bagels with garlic butter sounds very good. Yeah, there is one store around here where they got some flavored bagels that you don't see in other stores. They actually have a cinnamon sugar bagel. And that's the only place I've ever seen French toast bagels. Um, that breakfast buffet that I go to every Saturday morning if I've got the money for it, they have French toast sticks there. They're pretty good. I haven't had any real French toast in quite a while. Okay, Peg, you have a good night. Oh, I love cream cheese. Sometimes I'll just eat cream cheese right down. I'll put it on crackers. Yeah, if French toast and you make it so, that is better. Yep, homemade gravy and biscuits. That's the best. Doing. Yep. And I hear dogs too. They're raising heck right outside the camper here. I don't know what's going on out there. Actually, I'm going to shine a light out there and see what's going on. It helps remember where I put my light. It almost sounds like you're messing with the fence out there. Not exactly sure what's going on, but looks like one of them's trying to climb the fence out there. I don't think it's a coyote. They howl in the distance and the dogs scare them off. I didn't hear any animals, just the dogs barking. So I'm thinking more like a raccoon or possum or something like that. I think it's a smaller animal. Yes, homemade apple pie is delicious. Yeah. I love chocolate also. There's actually a couple different collaborations that I've been watching this month. They both were giving prizes away at the end of the month. And each time you comment on one of the videos, that's an entry into the drawing. And one of them is Pies of March. And there's some pretty good recipes there. I'm going to go back and watch some of those videos again when I get set up so I can make some pies. And the other one is Make It Mark. And that is just making something with stuff that you've got canned or some extra stuff you have in your pantry. The idea is to just make something without having to buy stuff to make it. Stuff you already have on hand. Of course, there's some small stuff that some of them are having to go buy. But I'm getting some good ideas from those videos. Yeah, fudge is good. My mom always used to make a lot of fudge at Christmas time. Yeah, homemade chocolate syrup sounds good. You're Batman. Oh, that's good. When it's yummy and easy, that's definitely a plus. Well, it's past 11:30 now. I know a lot of people have already gone to bed. I think I'm getting about ready for bed now, too. I want to thank everyone for being here. I appreciate it. I got to read this recipe now. Oh, that's not bad, Rachel. Yeah, that's simple enough to make. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night now. Have another live Sunday at 5:30 Central. And I'll have a video coming out at some point in the next few days. Just depends on how busy I am. I'm hoping tomorrow everything goes good and I won't end up being gone all day. But I still know it's going to be a good part of the day. Okay, have a good night, everyone.